What is up, everyone? It is Doug here with Retro Geek Gaming, bringing you another YouTube video discussion. And this is the first time trying out a brand new camera that I just got, so hopefully the video quality and sound quality will be a whole lot better. Feel free to put your opinions down in the comments below what you think, but let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. And of course, just like with all the topics that I've discussed, feel free to also put those down in the comments about what you think about it. But we've been getting rumors lately that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is delayed yet again, and I know that I'm behind on this. Again, I work late, so I do my best to try to record videos, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Here's the reason why, and this is just me. Even though Twilight Princess came out for the Wii, like first thing, it didn't really help the sales. It helped the sales of the Wii, but it didn't hinder it because there was Smash Brothers and there was, there was Mario Galaxy, and there were the games there that somebody could play. So it didn't really matter that much. And depending upon what the Switch has, it might not be that big of a deal to wait another couple months. I mean, I would rather do that, honestly, because one thing that I would hate to do is to have a game like Breath of the Wild, with as big and open and ambitious as it is, to hog all my time. And here I have like Mario Switch and like Luigi's Mansion Switch or whatever else they might come out with that I don't get around to playing because I'm spending all my time focusing on Zelda. I would rather have the opposite. I'd rather buy like 3 or 4 launch games that I can finish relatively quickly, and then in a couple of months Breath of the Wild comes out, and that takes all of my focus. Like, that's exactly what happened with Zelda Chronicles X. I had a ton of games that I could play for both the Wii and the Wii U, but when Zelda Chronicles X came out, it got all of my focus. It was 100% dedication of my time. And even now when I play the Wii U, Zelda Chronicles X still seems to get the majority of my time. But the simple matter of the fact is that that's just what I want. I want a game that I can sit down and focus. I hate having multiple games. I love having multiple games because it gives me a variety, because sometimes I get burnt out. But I also hate the idea of I'm not playing these games. I mean, I'll get around to them eventually, I know. But you get what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to hinder it that much. It's sort of like the GameCube. The GameCube received Twilight Princess towards the end of its life cycle, and it didn't really affect the sales that much. You know, the GameCube was pretty much there. Breath of the Wild may sell better on the Wii U because there's a bigger install base of Wii U players, but the Switch is getting such hype and such momentum that it's probably going to outsell the Wii U quickly. And it would be better to wait, to have that Switch install base and then release the game to see how well it sells. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Switch outsells the Wii U quickly within a couple of months, then you know that you're going to make a lot of money on the Switch version of Breath of the Wild. And you don't have to focus so much on the Wii U sales for it. Even though you don't really have to focus on it anyway, it's going to sell better on the Switch. I can almost guarantee it. But that said, I do understand where some people are coming from. I mean, Breath of the Wild is the game that literally people are waiting to pick up for the Switch. Like, they're waiting to see the gameplay footage for it. They're waiting to see how much different it's going to play and how much different it's going to be compared to its Wii U counterpart. It's going to be really interesting. And there's a lot of people that when the Nintendo announced the NX at the time, people were just like, I'm going to buy Breath of the Wild for the NX, because they announced it's coming out for the NX, and people usually want to have the better hardware. And I get it. But I think that it can actually be a good thing because, and this is just, just a random thought, you don't have this muddle. You know what I'm saying? You don't have Breath of the Wild that's coming out, and it's selling for the Wii U, and it's selling for the Switch, and you got the Switch that's coming out, and you're selling hardware. So now you're selling Wii U hardware because people are buying Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, and you got people that are buying the Switch and Breath of the Wild for the Wii, and you just got this confusing hardware race. It would be better, I think, to, hey, here's the Switch, here are the games for it, they're exclusive Switch titles that are not coming to any other system. You get that install base, and you say, and now here's Breath of the Wild. Although at this point, I know that they're doing it really as a promise to their fans because there were people that they bought the Wii U for Legend of Zelda. But I think that at this point, they should just abandon Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. I think it's just for the best. I mean, probably one of the reasons why it might be getting delayed is because they want to make sure that it's complete and it's as bug-free as possible. And I commend them for that. But if one of the reasons why that's happening is because you're also trying to focus on the different OSs, making sure it works for the Wii U and for the Switch, just go ahead and drop it. Go ahead and drop it for the Wii U. It's not that big of a deal at this point. I mean, you pretty much have stopped production of the Wii U, so I don't think that your sales are going to matter that much. And I think that anybody, even if they don't own a Wii U, when given the option of picking up Breath of the Wild for the Wii U or for the Switch, is going to pick it up for the Switch. I mean, you're talking about brand new hardware and a brand new Zelda game. Why not? I did the same thing. I picked up Twilight Princess for the Wii, even though I already had a GameCube. You see what I'm saying? It's just natural. It's a natural thing. You got new hardware. You got this game. You want to see how much different it's going to play compared to its, So yeah. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal breaker. Only time will tell on this. It depends upon how much longer it continues to get delayed. I mean, if we're talking about, the Switch comes out in March, and you may be looking at like a May or June release, that's only a few months. That's fine. If you're talking about holding out until Christmas, that might be a problem, because then you keep delaying this game to the point where it's like, you know what, screw it, it's going to come out in 2017. No, you know what, no, screw it, 2018 now. No, you know what, just screw it, it's coming out for our next console. Like, you keep delaying it, and it's going to get to a point where people are going to stop caring about it. Like, yeah, okay, whatever, you're not going to come out with this game. But that's just me, that's just my 2 cents. I don't think Breath of the Wild is going to affect the sales too much, because it really depends upon what Nintendo announces for it. If you got a steady stream of third-party titles, and you got a steady stream of first-party titles, and you hit it strong to begin with, I think that you'll sell well, but the momentum needs to come from constantly releasing the games, which is where I think that the Wii U fell short, and that's what you need with the Switch. So you can hit hard with your Mario games, you can come out with Call of Duty, you can come out with whatever third-party titles you want and first-party titles you want, and you can say, hey, look at these great 10, 15 games we have at launch as soon as the system's out. But if in 3 months from now, we're still waiting to get new games, it's a problem. So don't hit too hard. Feel free to delay some of your games, and feel free to work on them to make them work to the best of your capabilities. But also make sure that you're releasing them in a timely enough fashion to where at least once a month there is a new Nintendo game coming out. A new Nintendo game that is going to be an awesome seller, that has all this hype behind it. Or at least every other month. But that's just my 2 cents, guys. Just making a real quick video here because I wanted to talk about this. I'm sorry for being behind. And hopefully I can get back to gameplay footage at some point, although it's a real issue because sometimes I worry of YouTube and all of its weirdness. But I appreciate you watching. If you watched me this long, like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitter if you want at Retro Geek Gaming. Otherwise, once again, just sorry, caught up with work and all that stuff. I don't really get the opportunity to be available as much as I like, but I appreciate all the support that I can get. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you next time.